Hey guys, what's up? It's Deprimido. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a review of Xpand 2. This is a really popular VST. I guarantee you've seen it before, and it's really cheap too. You can get it on Plugin Boutique for only 15 bucks. So it's really cheap. It's a fantastic plugin. I've been using it for about a week now, and I really like it. So first off, let's just talk about the sounds that it comes with. It's got so many sounds. It's got all of these different styles of sound. It's got soft pads, bright pads, action pads, pad layers, percussive, polysynth, synth brass, soft leads, hard leads, ambience and effects, acoustic piano, electric piano, organs, clavinets, strings, vocals, brass and woodwinds, mallets, bells, guitars, ethnic, hits, synth basses, drums, percussion, loops, and basics. This is just like the different sine waves, or not, I'm sorry, not sine waves. The different types of waves. It does have sine waves, but just the different types of waves. You can have up to 4 sounds going at once, and that's where this comes in. These are all pre-made with multiple sounds. Most of them have multiple sounds, not all of them. Um, I'm trying to find one that does, but the point being is that this just has, I think it's got like over 1,200 sounds or something. And sorry, I'm not finding any that have multiple sounds in it. I'm trying to go through and find some, but apparently that's not happening right now. But point being, this has about 1,200 sounds, I think, which is really impressive. And they're all pretty good. I especially I've used a lot of these guitars here. A lot of the acoustic guitars and the clean electric guitars are really good. I haven't used a lot of dirty guitars or anything, but all the clean guitars sound pretty good. All the pianos, the acoustic ones, sound pretty good. Some of them have kind of a strange sound, like this one. It's got some sort of LFO chorus type thing going on. But then you've just got pretty generic ones here. Um, uh, and then you've got some weirder sounding ones and some more normal sounding ones. But it's got really good pianos, really good guitars, and some great. All of the pads are really good. I really like the pads. I've used this one before, it's pretty nice. If you're listening to this in stereo, you can hear there's kind of some cool panning stuff going on in it, stuff like that. So there's a lot of different sounds, and they're all really good. Next, getting into the effects and stuff that's built in. You've got A, B, C, and D, and that's just which sound you're working with, or you've got easy, and that's just all of them. It's just like the basic envelope and stuff. So you've got the ADSR right here. Well, it doesn't have a release, but it's got, I'm sorry, it doesn't have sustain, but it's got attack decay and release. And you've got cutoff, envelope depth, and fine tune. I usually just leave the fine tune where it is. Sometimes turn up the envelope depth. I don't really mess with cutoff. These three definitely used to get the right length of the sound. And you can affect the volume here. You can affect the pan and the effects. I've played with both of these and they don't really do a whole lot. I think that they affect this, but I'm not entirely sure. And then getting into one of my favorite features from Xpand, you can ARP pretty much all of the sounds. You just come here, you click ARP, and then you turn it on right here. And you can hear if let's pick not a pad, but I'll go with a guitar. Right here, just the hard steel string guitar you can hear. If we make a C major chord and we stretch that out, you can hear that it ARPs itself. But then you can also turn that off just right here. And you can affect how many times it arpeggiates. So that's cool. I'm not sure what this latch does, but you can probably play with that. And then you can make it go up, down, this just changes the order that it arpeggiates. And then the modifications, you can change the wave, um, or you can just change a whole bunch of stuff in it. So it's pretty cool. And then coming up here into the standard effects, you can give it a softer attack. There's some stuff you can do up here, but none of it's too important For the most part, I would just do that with external effects in here in the mixer. But you could, if it's just small adjustments, you could just do it here. So yeah, that's pretty much the VST. Now I'm just going to go through some of the categories and play a few random sounds so that you can kind of get an understanding of how the sounds are. So this is the soft pads. They're all pretty standard, but they're good quality pads, which is kind of hard. Pardon me. Kind of hard to find um, a lot of good quality pads. So this is really great for that. Then getting into the hard pads, we got some also, or I'm sorry, the bright pads, not hard pads yet. We've got some interesting sounds. Action pads, stuff like that. I'm not gonna do too many different sounds from each category because that would be too long. But you got stuff like that. You got a lot of polysynths. You got synth brass. The synth brass section I found is pretty weak. It doesn't have a lot of super good stuff. I would get something else for synth brass, um, but it's not bad. It's definitely got some interesting sounds and some good sounds. I'm not going to do acoustic pianos because I played a few of those earlier. Organs is pretty similar to the electric pianos. Clavinets kind of is too. It's not too different. Just getting into the strings, we've got some interesting stuff here. It's got some really nice choir sounds, which is great for pads and stuff like that. It's got a lot of great mallet sounds and bell sounds and stuff. That's one of my favorite things out of this. It's got some great bells. That's kind of a weird one, but it does have some nice ones, especially up here at the top. I'll show you a couple. Let's see right here. It does have some that aren't great, but it does have a lot that are pretty good. I'll show you a few guitar sounds because everybody uses a lot of guitars. So probably an important one to be familiar with. And I'm just clicking in here, going to a random one. But I'll try to do like one of the ones that are set on chords. So let's see. I'm not sure. But there are ones with a wah pedal or a wah bar, stuff like that. It's got a lot of different stuff. Next, we've got in the ethnic section, it's just kind of got a bunch of random stuff. So it's got banjos. I think it's got like an accordion somewhere. It's got kalimbos, stuff like that. So I'll play a couple of that. It's got a ukulele, I think, and some cool flutes and stuff like that. Hits, I'm not entirely sure what this is. I assume it's just like one shots. Yeah, so it's pretty much just kind of one shots like that. Next, getting into the synth basses, it does have some pretty nice synth basses. That's not a great example, but it does have some pretty cool ones. And then standard basses, I haven't really looked at a whole lot, but I think they're pretty good, what I have checked. It does have drums and percussion and stuff. I'm not going to go into any of that because none of it's too good, and that's not really what you're getting this for. So yeah, it's got drums, percussion, and drum loops. None of them are very good. And next is the bass. Just different types of waves. So you've got sine waves and square waves and saws and whatnot, but this is essentially just if you were going to do your own effects and stuff, you're probably not going to use this a whole lot. But there are a couple things that I don't really like about this, and one is that you can't really do a whole lot of your own sound design in it. You're pretty much just stuck to the presets. But with that said, there are a ton of presets, and you can combine up to 4 presets at once. So you really can make a lot of your own sounds with the presets that it has available, but you can't just make your own sounds like you could in, say, Diva or Tyrell N6 or stuff like that. Um, but it does have a lot of really good presets. The effects are pretty decent, and the fact that you can ARP them is really cool. It's one of my favorite parts about this. And it's only $15, which is a fantastic price. If you get it on the Air website, which is the company that made it, I think it's like 100, but you can get it on Plugin Boutique for about 15, which is a really good deal for what you're getting. This is a lot of really high quality sounds. So I would definitely recommend it. Let me know if you have used this and what you think of it. I think pretty much everybody can agree that this is a pretty good plugin. It's used by a lot of professional producers. Metro Boomin uses it. Nick Mira uses it. In fact, I think that one of the ARPs that Nick Mira used in Bandit by Juice WRLD came out of Xpand. I could be wrong, don't quote me, but I think that it might have came out of here. So yeah, that's pretty cool that it's used by professional producers, and it's only $15, so I definitely recommend it. Go check it out. I'll link it in the description. But otherwise, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.